Hi, this is Dave at AFX once again with some ideas primarily for our colleagues in the private investigative industry and the title research and title abstracting industry. But a lot of this applies to many different types of businesses, and it gets into adjusting prices and deciding on prices and working with clients on prices. Obviously, you want to offer and present your client the best possible price to give them great service. But how often is it that the price is more of a complaint than an objection? Everybody wants a low price on whatever they buy. Obviously, you and I do, all your customers and clients do, and all of our great colleagues do. But is a customer well served if you reduce the price below what it takes to provide them excellent service and, more importantly, a complete answer to their solution? And if you lower the price below that point, you're going to either have to do one of two things: either give them less good service, not provide the complete answer to their question, or I guess the third option is to do it in a way where it's not a good long-term relationship for you and that client. And if that happens, you're going to regret doing business that whole case or for that whole search, and you're going to have some resentment, and the client will pick up on that, and that's not going to be good for them. So if they have a question after the fact, or if they need some more service after you provide them their report, you're not going to be really in a good spot to want to do anything more for that client, which isn't going to serve them well. It may be in the best interest of a client, if they have other options, to have them investigate those other options if the price is still an issue. Maybe that less complete service from some other provider is best for them if they really don't need that full, professional, well-handled service, and they want to just get a thinner search or a less involved investigation or not quite as deep client relations. Maybe another option is better. It's possible that other option is going to implode on them. They're going to talk to that other provider, and they're going to realize that they're not as professional. They're not going to go the extra 9 yards as you will. And if it's not that mission critical of a service, let's say the investigation or even on a title search, maybe that title search isn't really critical to them to making a decision on a property. Maybe a cheaper, less complete option, maybe less accurate option is the best thing. Obviously, you want to share with them your energy about why it is that your service is going to be the best, because you don't want them to end up at a less qualified provider or something that's inferior to what their needs are. You want to do all you can do to prevent that from happening. Don't look at it like educating the customer, because that's condescending, that's talking down to them, but you just want to share your energy about why you believe yours is the best. Do it as much for the client as you do for yourself. Obviously, you want to create that connection, that relationship, and do that business with the client. But on the other hand, you want to do it because their success depends on it. Their success in getting a good investigation, getting a good title search, or whatever it is, the product that you have, is dependent on doing business with an excellent provider, investigator, abstractor, whatever it is. And you don't want to leave it to chance that they're going to end up with some cut rate provider that will not only do them disservice, they're going to waste their money, waste their time, and maybe even find themselves in a risky situation on a property deal or some legal deal that's not going to be good for anybody. You can do some things to help the client get a lower price. You can reduce your expenses as much as you can to be efficient, not to the point where it interrupts giving good service. You want to have excellent equipment, good training, all the things that go into providing good product. But if you can, cut expenses that have nothing to do with adding value for the client, that helps them, because it helps you give them a better price and still maintain that level of excellence. The price also might be only a defense mechanism. Think about this. If the price is an objection or a complaint as far as doing business with that client, it may be that they're unsure about actually doing business at all. It may be they're unsure about you as a provider, and that's an area we want to get into your credentials. It may also be that they're unsure about maybe just going ahead and doing business at all at any price. They're unsure about the scenario they're working on. It may be the deal they're trying to do, maybe the legal process they're getting involved with. And so you may have to go back and reassure them about the underlying reason for them doing the search, investigation, whatever it is. Don't necessarily try to fix it by forcing the price, because that may not be the objection at all. And remember, in many cases, price is not really an objection to doing business. It's just a complaint. They're going to have to do it anyways. everybody's going to voice their complaint about price. Anytime you and I buy something, we're always going to wish the price was lower. But in most cases, it doesn't keep us from buying it as long as it's from an excellent professional provider.